the real reason why you're not achieving your goals, or even know maybe what your goals are or your purpose in life is not because you are not following your 4 a.m. Let me re-say that. Your 4 a.m. routine by waking up at 4, going to the gym, having a cold plunge, then a sauna, then, I don't know what else you have to do to be successful if you follow that hustle culture. The main reason, in my experience, and I'm not an expert in anything, is you just don't know yourself. And if you don't know yourself, then you will follow whatever is being shown to you. And what is shown to us generally now at the moment, and probably for the last 6 years, has been the hustle culture. So just hustle. I'm not even sure what that means. Some people aren't in a position to hustle. Some people work 16 to 18 hours a day or 3 jobs. And now somehow they have to hustle and make it happen and make things work. And I see that as I'm going to say a dumb approach, because it's not going to work for everyone. So in my experience, and it is only 48 years and slightly limited, say from the age of 15, when I started writing and journaling, but more just kind of writing what the future is I want, and what I would like my life to be, and where I would like to be in my life, and where I would like to live, and what type of person I would like to be. And the funny thing is, when you start writing, and there's 3 versions that I've published, but please, this is not a sale at all. The one is it teaches you a framework based on emotional gratitude and not cognitive gratitude. It's easy just to think what you're grateful for, but you have to fully and emotionally experience it before it becomes real in your soul and in your spirit. So that's one of the hacks. And then there's a slight framework of gratitude, kindness, envisioning a future, but you have to be in an emotionally grateful state. Then the second one is simply just 30 days of writing, following the same framework. And then the last one is based on the artist way, where you literally sit and you write 5 pages after getting yourself into an emotionally grateful state. You scan a QR code, it takes you to a few videos that shows you something that will resonate with you and that will bring up an emotion in you. And then you start writing. And for me, it creates clarity. First, you don't have to be philosophical, and you don't have to write about deep, world-changing and political things. Sometimes you just write. Like yesterday morning, I wrote about the weather. It's so nice. It's been so hot. It's raining. And then I went into a few things that I've been thinking and mulling over in my head for the last couple of days. And it's amazing to see how your brain reacts to you sitting down and actually forcing yourself for 5 minutes to write. I think there's immense power in that. And only after you know yourself, or you discover yourself, and you discover emotional gratitude, and emotional gratitude leads to kindness. And the moment you experience seeing other people with kindness, seeing the pain and the trauma in other people, and having empathy and kindness towards them, then you are becoming, and you are starting to see the real you. And then only, in my humble experience, can you really decide what your life is about, who you are. Else you are just scrolling through Insta or YouTube or TikTok or whatever, and you want to be whoever you see on TikTok. And I think that's almost living a false life. Maybe that's a little bit harsh. So my entire goal with everything I do at the moment in my life is get yourself into a state of emotional gratitude and be kind. Every person you meet in your life will lose every single person they love dearly. Why on earth would you not be kind? So that's kind of what the book of your life is about. It really is not motivational. It's not a Tony Robbins thing. It's not a Gary Vee thing. It's a thing where it's you and only you. and no one needs to see what you write, and no one needs to know what's coming out of your head onto paper. And I write like a crab. No one can anyway see. It's not about the writing. It's about getting the ideas in your head onto paper, releasing and dumping and clarifying. So that's a short explanation of how, in my experience, in my short experience with limited knowledge, how I am slowly discovering who I am. And my wish for you and everyone on this planet is to know to know themselves. And I think and I believe with all my heart that we as humans are generally kind, but we are being forced to be divided. And we can go into detail about the conspiracies around that. But if everyone is kind, we will live in a world where life is just beautiful, and life is supposed to be beautiful. So thank you for watching the video, and have an absolutely fabulous day.